Hey, what's up, guys? You all right? He give you a ticket? I'm gonna turn on my flashlight here. It's pretty dark. Alright, guys. Get on to the next one. It looks to be a pretty busy night. Be looking out for David Boren too, if you guys aren't already subscribed to him. If you could go and search David Boren and get subscribed to him, that would be awesome. He's out in the area nearby. I don't know exactly where he's at now because I went live. I don't know if he's even gone live yet either, or if he's doing a cop watch, but I know he is lurking in the area. So if you're not subbed to him already, it'd be awesome if you guys could get over there and sub him and keep an eye out while I try to get over to meet up with him. He said it's pretty active out here tonight. So headed out the door, go see what's going on. Come on. As soon as I got out, I had one already. Probably not going to get the best picture sitting next to me in the passenger seat over there. I don't know what you can see and what you can't, but it should be just a couple more minutes of behind the wheel here. And I believe there's some more just up the way. I actually thought I recognized that vehicle. I thought it was a friend of mine that got pulled over, but it wasn't. It's foggy out here. Yeah, David Boren. Yeah. It's been raining all day. I just barely took my contacts out too. I was getting in bed just now. I was going to bed. My wife and I watched the last of the 6-part Paramount series of Waco. If you guys haven't seen that, it's freaking amazing. David is looking for you. Does he have cherries and berries? Rowlett and Rockwall are right next door to each other. Thanks, Sasquatch. So we hit this whole area quite a bit. So the one that I had just now was in Rowlett. He's up in Rockwall. And there's nothing but a lake separating the two. Alright, well, I'm going to call David real quick. Jump off of the live chat for a second. Hey, where you at, man? Yeah. Alright, you have one there or no? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I got out of the house, there was one right outside. So, yeah. Yeah, you said they were out like crazy. As soon as I stepped out the door, I had one. No, just, I mean, wherever you're at, just hang there. And it might be better if we do split up a little bit, but we're nearby each other. And then if one of us gets... well, I'm live, so I'll just stay live, and I'll just keep an eye on the chat so people can tell me if you've got one. Oh, okay. Good. Alright, well, I'm coming across right now, so... okay. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a ways back, right? That's not quite up near the intersection, right? Okay, got it. Got it. Alright, and that's where you'll be at? Alright, man, cool. I will see you in just a minute. Bye. Alright. Packlies says I farted. You guys doing okay over there? You getting car sick? I don't have you buckled, so yeah, if we crash, y'all are dead. Maybe hold on to the oh crap handles or something. I think that these guys know us well enough now that they watch our channels every time we go live, especially right in this tiny little area. I wouldn't be surprised if they just quit doing stops when they realize that we're out, which would be a good thing too. That would be a good thing if we can't ever catch them doing what they do, because they stop doing it when we're out. No fuzzy dice? No, no fuzzy dice. I was going to bed just now. Sorry, keeping my eyes out like crazy over here. Looking. Well, I don't see David. Somebody said he was at a Shell. You know what? He's not at the Shell still, is he? Let's see. Whoops. Oh man, I was trying to show your comment, Sasquatch, and I almost put you in timeout. Bumped the wrong button. David is not live at the moment. Alright, I just texted him. Split screen. Hey, thanks JC, MCD. JCMCD donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Thanks, JC. Alright, down the road. All right. Can you guys see good? You guys are sitting up on the tripod in the passenger seat. All right, I don't know where. I think I might have an idea of where he went now and where he was. Oh. My girlfriend is in the passenger seat, man. Girlfriend being live view.
Robot passed the light. Sorry, man, I saw you. I forgot I had the flashlight. I said, oh, I should have signed the flashlight. I was running. There's the sheriff sitting right there. He came back. So then I went back up here to the shell, and then he left. But they all went straight.
They all went straight?
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
I
gotta resituate this.
That's fine. Since you're live, I can drive.
Okay.
That way you can jump out.
Alright.
Anything good?
Let's do that. I'll move over there. Really? Damn it.
Sorry, man. I didn't want you to pull in there when the sheriff was right there. That'd be hella suspicious, you know.
Fall in where?
Like he was right in front of the Chevron. I mean, right in front of the yellow car. I'm sorry.
When I pulled in?
When you were gonna pull in, you just pulled out like literally.
Oh. Well, that wouldn't look suspicious. I mean, I would pull right up to him and film. That's what I'm here for.
They all bolted that way.
I wasn't gonna try to park away from the scene at all. I was gonna park right next to y'all. I didn't see any cherries and berries though.
No, there wasn't. They stopped quick as soon as they saw me.
As soon as they saw you? Yeah, I was telling them, I think that they might just quit doing stops in the area when we're out.
The dude was a bootlicker. He was like, hey, I want you to record me.
That's alright.
I just ignored him, dude. I was like, bro, you're black. You should want that additional insurance, man. Holy cow, do you not know where you're at? Even if you are a bootlicker, dude.
Well, bummer. That would have been good for my new channel.
I didn't even think about it.
If I had gotten there and I could have told him, hey man, why don't you just obey the law? Why are you out here breaking the law? You're ruining my neighborhood. These cops, they should be out taking care of other stuff. You know, if they didn't have to deal with your dumb ass over here breaking laws, they could be catching Bin Laden, right? Yeah. There's terrorists out there, and you're preventing them from stopping the terrorists because your dumb ass can't stop breaking the law.
That's right, people. You know, I was trying to get home to eat, take a hot shower, but these damn piggies are out here.
I was getting in bed, dude.
Extorting everybody. I can't resist, man. I knew they were gonna, like, they're hungry. They've been suppressed and oppressed all day, today and yesterday.
Because we've been out.
because of the rain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So now they're like, they got a hard on to get as many stops, harass as many people as they can. They're like, I can't contain it. They're gonna explode.
Honestly, I think that may be it for the night, though. Usually, when you see one, that's it. They don't stick around. Yeah, I was getting in bed when you texted.
I was like, I had a feeling there's one on. There's already one going on over by your neighborhood, where it is on the freeway.
Yeah.
There's like a quarter mile up the entrance ramp. So Jimmy ain't gonna run it up there.
Up where that last one was at? No, on the entrance ramp?
Yeah. To your house, but like a quarter mile up. Maybe even half mile, you know. When you're flying up the road, it's kind of hard to tell. I was like, hell, Jimmy.
Oh! It loosens as it bounces. Alright. I'm still recording.
People over left and right. This is nowhere.
Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. This is what we need, that drone in the sky. All you gotta do is put it up in the sky and you'll see the cherries and berries. That's what I think.
Ask them what they think about calling these police officers sergeants and majors and all these military titles that are reserved for the military. You call them a supervising police officer.
Well, they are the military.
Well, I'm not going to acknowledge the fact that they think they're the military.
I mean, they look like them, they dress like them, they act like them, they talk like them.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give them the respect, like any respect. Like, no, you're a police officer who is a supervisor. So you're a supervising police officer. Sergeants are reserved for those in the military.
What's up, Justin Pulliam? Happy After Cops Day, DJ. I'm gonna drop you guys down because they're watching our stream, so they know where we're at. So, sorry guys, but you have to watch the dash because the cops have to watch the dash. You know, Breaky Law says, Fran the hand guy. Justin Pulliam says working on channel branding. Decided to go with Stream Elements over Stream Labs. Nice dash. Why, thank you. I hate to do it to you guys, but I don't like doing it to you. But you guys have to look at the dash. puts the lotion on its skin.
It's the little piggy's fault. You can blame it on them. Oh, that would have been such a good one. I didn't think about it, man. My bad.
I'll look at the dash too, so that at least I can take the punishment with y'all.
Oh, that would have been such a good one to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't film me. All right, sorry. But you should have just told me.
Quit breaking the law. If you weren't breaking the law, I wouldn't be out here filming you, you criminal.
Get him, guys. He's got dark skin. Break out the batons. He's resisting.
Yeah. He's resisting.
Don't tolerate that.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do the bootlicker thing on the one in Rowlett. It was somebody that I thought we know. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It was the same car as a friend of ours, which is not that common of a car, and especially an even less common color. Hell, for all I know, he actually just stole that car from our friend. The cops pulled him over and he got let go. But anyways, yeah, so I was on protection mode instead of calling him a bootlicker. And then I realized it wasn't our friend though. Take one more swing around and then wrap it up. We already cruised for hours earlier today. If they're going to be out in force, then we'll see them. We might start cleaning the dash that clashed with Smokey Bear.
Yeah, need too much work.
James, can you dress up in full Amish while auditing? It would be a great oxymoron and promo. Yeah, the scanner's on right now. Earthy Springfield. And there's nothing going on the scanner. I'm cheating. I'm not looking at the dash because I'm looking for cherries and berries, guys. I'm not suffering the punishment with you. Did you pull Waze up?
Yeah.
Nothing? It was blue lights from the building, huh? It was from a store sign, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. There's two right here at Coles. There's one at the church. And then two chairs up here at this.
Is that how they're marked?
Yeah, they were in the parking lot facing the Johnny 5 was done what some would say was an edgy ride stream.
Yeah, I saw him at the Veterans. What was it?
Veterans Hospital or something.
Okay.
Or clinic. The same thing. If you don't want things filmed, make private rooms.
Yeah.
Even for entrance admission. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Prince, real dash cam. Oh, man. Pikes Peak Auditors. What's up, man? Hey, welcome to the dashboard.
Dash streaming.
You guys are welcome to start spewing your confessions. We'll call it dashboard confessionals. Dashboard confessionals. Ghost Rider says Johnny was a beast today, but Johnny is pretty much a beast every day, so typical Johnny. Did you see Furry and Catilla at Bank of America? No, I did not. Earthy Springfield, you guys are brave, thank you. Or stupid, one or the other. Maybe a little bit of both. Oh, that was the super chat.
Oh, there's one right there.
Where?
It's on the, he hasn't had his lights on. Sweet.
Got it. Yeah, go down that way. Go down there. But not seen though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's waiting for somebody, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna pick somebody off.
Oh, hell to the yeah.
All right, guys, we're keeping you hidden
Secret destination. Secret secrets.
because they are watching.
I love cops, man. They keep me so free. They look after my property. They protect me. Can't say enough good things about them.
Yep. Man, you just took the words right out of my mouth. I don't even know how to follow that up.
Oh, I'm getting host on my tools, by the way.
Oh yeah? You already found out?
Yeah.
How much?
They're cutting me a check for $400.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Makes me want to go. Like, I'm not a violent. I say I'm not a violent person. That makes me want to go smash someone's head in.
We're live.
But I wouldn't. I never. I don't even get violent. But like, this makes me feel like.
Dude, that's terrible. Need to get a lawyer on that.
I was like, no, don't say nothing. I was like, I'm not gonna sign anything. Don't send me anything.
Could you tell where he was at precisely?
I'm gonna jump out and see the fools right here.
I saw him, but I couldn't tell where that was.
Jump out.
Cool. I think he might be up in that parking lot. What? Is it cop watch? It's a cop watch?
I said we go to the gym and sit next to him. Because then we'll see when he turns on his lights. I can't see nothing over here.
Lights are on. See, they're stopping people, but we don't know where.
It could be there. I was just going to go in the shower. I was like, man, I'll just pick one loop over to the gas station. And then I saw one little piggy and two little piggies and then two sheriffs with the lights on.
Boring. Yeah, I know. It's typical of one of my live streams.
People don't understand how many hours you have to put in.
When something happens, I edit it and pull it out and make a video out of it later, so.
He's already gone.
There? You think he's got somebody?
I don't know, he's not there right now.
That's probably white. They've got one up here. I think it's up here. Oops. I believe they've got 2 cars pulled over at the moment. A black Jeep and a white sedan. Dude. No.
You gotta put it down.
Hmm?
You gotta put it down.
Yeah.
He does this. There's another call where they asked for backup just to stand around the corner.
Where?
Like when I was already filming this one. If they're still there, you want me to call in the parking lot for them?
Just point them out to me, and then maybe I'll
You see what you want to do?
I'll walk from a distance. Right here? In a parking lot?
Right there.
This one?
There's 2.
No. Nobody there. Holy sh...
From BX New York, Urban's Teach a Lie, Peace of Brothers John.
Thanks, WTF, are you? Or WTF, are you on? For the $2, that woke me up. This is from BX New York. Your videos teach a lot. Rose John. Alright, let's wrap. Where are you parked at? The gas station?
Sorry about how I dropped that for you.
Right there. Keep going straight. I'm gonna go back around to him. You gonna go to him?
I got a car. In my way.
Kind of parked behind the building or something. You're not gonna park back here, are you? Like, let's park way up on them. Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah. On that side of the road, yeah. Just on the other side of the... There's a whole bunch of cars parked over there. They're not even doing anything. I'm not gonna run up there. Unmarked as well. Sure. See that one? Unmarked. 2 marked are still there. Looks like they're about to leave. Doing? I gotta get my phone mounted back on here so I can go over there. They're actually blocking the entrance to the parking lot. So I gotta get my phone on here. We'll go over there, guys. Sorry about the bad picture, guys. Let me get it into a good spot. Whoops. One of them just moved, the unmarked unit. Sorry about that terrible camera work. I was trying to get the tripod out and it's not going to happen. Trying to drop the tripod. Looks like he's snorting a line. We smell weed. A blue line. A blue line. Definitely marijuana smell. So they're in the vehicle together now. They're waiting for a call to service. Did I hear a bump? Cop is wearing a hearing aid. I think they might be waiting for a tow for this car, because there's a tow truck coming right here. I think one of these officers might have caught the other officer driving drunk. Said, hey man, we got to impound your car. Can't be driving drunk. Oh, he's leaving right now. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, guys. Another Popo unit rolling up. Did you guys catch him driving drunk? Have to impound his car or what?
Yeah, nothing like that.
No?
It's car trouble.
Right on. Did you at least do a field sobriety test on him though?
Do a field sobriety test?
Yeah.
I don't know. He acts like that all the time, so.
Oh, okay, it's normal?
Pretty normal behavior for him. Not the best of what the vehicles.
What happened to it? Just died?
Yeah. Overheating.
Oh, really? What year is it?
17.
That's what happens when you buy Dodge. Spam? Does he have priors? People watching want to know if he's got priors.
He's been to the jail a lot.
Yeah. He's been to the jail a lot, guys. Women's side or men's? They're mean. What can I can't control the audience. One of our viewers wants to search the vehicle before they tow it. Is that, No? Something to hide?
Lots of guns.
Alright. Illegal ones?
No.
Is there any such thing as an illegal gun?
Has to be ours. Have a stamp.
And what?
If you don't have a stamp.
Gotta buy the king's stamp?
That's the rule.
The ambassador, hey, you know you can add text into those donations and it'll read out over the speaker. Thanks to the ambassador of the southern states. I just watched, have you seen that 6-part Paramount series on Waco? Okay, I just watched it. Been watching it for like 3 nights in a row with my wife. And you remember what happened to Branch Davidians in Waco, right? You know what that was over?
I know some of the things that it was over.
What it was actually over was a $25 tax stamp on a firearm.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, that was the only real allegation they had to even do anything. But interesting, right? When you've got the right to keep and bear arms,
You have that, yeah.
but you didn't pay for it, so the king comes and kills your whole family.
That was a pretty screwed up situation.
It was, and there was a lot of elements to what led up to everything happening exactly as it happened. But the whole reason they were there was really a $25 tax stamp on a firearm.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's worth looking at though.
I've looked at it from the negotiation standpoint, not from the approach standpoint.
That's an excellent standpoint to look at it from.
Negotiations were not handled well.
No, they weren't.
But
Can I move closer to you? I don't know if this is... Can you guys hear him? Nah, it's all right. It's probably picking you up.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they ended up with negotiators in the daytime and psyops at night.
Right.
Kind of defeated each other.
Yeah.
But fortunately for us, we learned a lot about negotiations from it.
Oh man, I think that we've taken a downward turn ever since then.
You think?
Oh yeah, definitely. The number of SWAT raids that occur in the United States. I mean, it used to be a thing that was only used in worst case scenario. Now it's used for everything. I mean, just up in Arizona recently, it was used when a kid was taken in with a fever, and they were anti-vaxxers. It's usually people who you can demonize in some way or another, right? They were anti-vaxxers. They took their kid in. Their kid had a fever. The doctor called CPS and said, hey, you know, the kid's got a fever. They busted in with a SWAT team to take the kids, pointing rifles at the children, you know.
I haven't heard about that one either.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's really the direction that it's gone ever since then was, you know, force first and communication later.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I will say that between that and a few other incidents here and there, that the negotiation side of it, as far as how to negotiate, has made huge leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
As to how to bring things to a safe resolution without anybody getting hurt through negotiation.
All right. Are you a negotiator?
I am.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're probably one of the decent guys then.
I hope I'm decent.
He said, so, I mean, there's some guys who just want to use force, though. That's all they know. All they know is how to use hammers. That's it.
I suppose that's true in some cases. I don't think it's true in most cases, but I think it's true in some.
Hey, thanks, guys. You know you can add...
I think it's time that they lick James' boots for a change roll.
They said, could you hear that?
I couldn't hear what it said.
It said, they think it's about time you lick my boots for a change. I can't control the audience.
I don't think anybody should be licking anybody's boots.
I agree. No boot licking going on here. Hey, thanks for the text to chat though, Wayne's. You guys are a lot nicer than Rockwall County Sheriff.
How come?
That's an excellent question. That's an excellent question. So I've dealt with both Sheriff and Rockwall police on multiple different occasions on multiple different incidents. And you guys, you've got at least 10 days to give me open records requests when I request them. The last time I went to Rockwall Police Department, I got my records request within 10 minutes. It was fulfilled. The last time we asked Rockwall County Sheriff for open records requests, they said, no, you're sovereign citizens. We don't have to obey the law when we're dealing with you. How we became sovereign citizens, I don't know.
Well,
But that was what they said.
sovereign is its own special movement.
And the term sovereign citizen is an oxymoron in the first place, but you probably know as a negotiator how they use words to manipulate. Sovereign citizen is getting slapped on anybody and everybody who questions their government in any way whatsoever. As a matter of fact, recent training has been telling cops that anybody who points a camera at you is a sovereign citizen.
None of the training that I've been to has said that.
We got a guy out of Arkansas.
Very specific things that make someone considered a sovereign citizen.
Okay.
And usually it would be their connection to some of the groups like the Moorish Nation or Republic of Texas is some of the ones that they call themselves.
Okay.
But generally it's defined, they're usually defined by, well, certain signatures. They do a lot of paper terrorism, meaning they file false liens on houses and things like that.
Okay. I'm familiar with that now.
They do.
Now, a lot of the paper terrorism that they talk about, though, is essentially them doing the same things to government that government does to us. Filing frivolous claims and frivolous charges that they know aren't real, that they know won't stick.
But they're filing it against particular officers so that officers can't sell their houses. So that
Right.
officers
And
can't,
I get the lien thing, because that's not okay. You don't file a lien without having a judgment first. That's not fair no matter who you are.
They usually refer a lot to the Articles of the Confederacy,
Okay.
which is a dead document that has no power.
Well, I don't think any idea is dead.
No,
you could say it doesn't have any
They try
power.
to use the Articles of the Confederacy as a legal document, which in this country at least you can't, because the Articles of Confederacy are no longer, they don't exist legally speaking. They're no longer valid. And then they have a misinterpretation of certain things in the commercial code.
Okay.
Where they're the ones that will try, that often say, they try to show a difference between driving versus traveling and how it applies to a driver's license. And
So you're telling me the things that sovereign citizens do. What is a sovereign citizen, though?
that's really, that term actually started with them.
With who?
With the sovereign citizens themselves. They're
Okay.
the ones that originally called themselves sovereign citizens.
Okay.
With the idea being that they were self-sovereign, that they weren't beholden to any government, but they'll often also claim that even though they're self-sovereign, they're offered the same rights of the government they don't follow.
What rights does government have? Does government have power or rights?
No,
I'm sorry.
not that the government gives you rights, but the how can I phrase it?
Okay, so they believe that they're sovereign, but they also have the same rights that government has. So,
No,
like, they have the rights to
believe that
tax
they're
people.
sovereign, but they also want to participate in the parts of the government when it suits them.
What do you mean, like what parts?
Like when they go to court and try to file liens and things like that. They'll say that
Okay.
they're not part of government, but
Okay.
they want to try to
Yeah,
use a court to file
that makes
a lien,
sense. So your court system doesn't apply to me, but I'm using your court system
Right.
to. Okay.
which is sort of weird to me.
Yeah.
Because either you're in or you're out, right?
Okay, that makes sense to me.
So
A lot of this stuff I hear just doesn't make any logical sense. That does.
they also, there's a common thing, I don't know how much video footage you watch of actual sovereign interactions, but a lot of them, they have said in open video, I have all of the rights but none of the responsibilities.
Really?
Citizen.
You'll have to direct me to some of that, because I would say that is some
go take
stupid
a look,
crap.
Go take a look at YouTube. There's a, what's the guy's name? YouTube channel.
You guys will remember these for me, right, guys?
It's called Van Balian,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. He has, I don't know, dozens and dozens of sovereign citizen, or what he's calling sovereign citizen interactions. Not all of them are sovereign citizens.
Okay. Oh, is he a cop?
No,
Okay.
I don't know who he is. He's YouTube channel. I've never seen his face. He just posts videos, either camera footage or cell phone footage or stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's interesting to watch because the extreme to which people go for like the driving versus traveling thing, when like they have a driver's license, all they would have to do on a traffic stop is present the driver's license. The fact that they don't present the driver's license, won't sign a ticket, gets them in more trouble than they would have otherwise gotten into. You know, I'm all for exercising your rights. But it's also well established through case law that the states can tell you you have to have a driver's license to operate on a public
Is it?
roadway.
I still don't know on that. I mean, I hear people talk about it all the time, travel versus drive, and they telling you to get out of here?
Yeah,
They're telling you to quit talking to this soft sit?
Actually, no, they want me to go to a call.
Oh, right on.
But
Yeah, that one I'm unsure about still, because I've seen it go both ways. I've seen people, now I've never seen somebody win in court on the actual argument that they have the right to travel, but I have seen a lot of them just dismissed. Maybe it's because the court gets tired of,
a lot of times,
So-
yeah, it's a lot of that.
they realize they're not going to make money off of it, and really it's a money game.
Well, I think in a lot of cases it's more trouble. They figure it's more trouble than it's worth.
It should be though. I
Right.
mean, if there's no victim, there shouldn't be, there's no crime, right?
There's all kinds of administrative crime out
That's administrative crime. That is total BS though.
there. Is it?
It is. Yeah, if there is no
Let me ask you
victim,
a question. Let me
Okay.
ask you a question.
okay,
Is child porn okay?
that's up to you.
I'm asking. Should it be legal?
No, I don't
So
think
who's
so.
the victim?
The child.
If the picture of the child was taken 45 years ago and the child porn is still circulating, it should still be illegal. Who's the victim? If the child has died because of old age.
Okay. How about speeding?
Speeding is a non-arrestable crime in Texas.
Non-arrestable?
It's just a ticket.
All crimes in
They are
Texas.
not.
All
There's two in Texas that are non-arrestable. Speeding, an open container in a vehicle when held by somebody other than the driver.
Those are the only two that are non-arrestable. So failure to signal is arrestable.
Yes, all other Class C violations are arrestable in the state of Texas.
What do you think about that?
I think it's the rules that Texas have.
Would you change it if you could?
I don't know, honestly, because that has a lot of implications down the road that I'm not sure I can foresee all of. And I'm not a legislator.
Well, yeah, but you have a mind of your own. I mean,
do.
Nazis weren't legislators; they just obeyed the legislation, right? You're a smart guy. I know you don't want to hear that, but
Up
it's
to a point, yes, but there's a pretty big difference between
it's a gradual.
tag light out and
Right. But what really are we saying? Okay, so the tag light is out. Say you run into one of these sovereign citizens, right? Tag light's out, but he doesn't think he's accountable to your rules and your laws. He hasn't harmed anybody, but under your rules, you have got to get money from him for his tag light being out. Now, if he complies, it's nice and easy. But what you're willing to do is you're actually willing to potentially kill that man to get the money for his tag light being out.
well, I'm
right?
not. My goal isn't to kill them.
Oh, I didn't say it's your goal. Of course it's not. Your initial goal is to get the money from him for the
Actually,
tag light.
I don't care about the money at all.
Right. Well, you're masters, but somebody's got to get the money. So I get it. So you're just doing what you were
What
told.
I really want is for him to fix whatever's wrong with his car.
Okay. But have you
When I
ever?
write a ticket, this is me only. When I write a ticket to encourage someone to fix it, because most of the time, equipment tickets, if you fix them, the courts will dismiss the charges.
Okay.
Most of the time.
But say
If
you run
were
into this
doing some
soft sit
sort
though.
of- If you were doing some sort of unsafe driving behavior, I'm hoping that the pain of that ticket will make you stop doing that.
Okay. What if you run into that soft sit though that doesn't believe you have authority to give him a ticket for a tail light, and
Well,
say he decides to flee, and you decide to chase him?
I'm not generally going to chase just for a Class C violation. That's unsafe.
Do you think they'll put out a warrant for his arrest?
You know who he is? They might.
Maybe kick
For
down his
fleeing.
door? And what if he were to defend himself?
No, that's going to be all up to that point.
Right.
I mean, that's
But the whole
a case
point,
by case thing, right?
right? And the whole point though is that any law that we make, we're literally willing to kill people to enforce it.
Up to a point. But
any law.
there's always in law enforcement. There's always weighing the crime versus the potential outcome. Now, can we see all outcomes? No, we can't see all possible outcomes. But if I wanted to chase someone because their headlight is out, I should know that's dumb.
You what?
I should know that's
What if a
unsafe.
cop fails to signal?
What if a cop fails to signal?
They shouldn't. They should be signaling just like everybody else.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you talking to me, but yeah, I mean, the whole thing is every single law that we make is punishable by death, and that's, I mean, when you really break it down, you really
Only
get
if
to it.
Only if resistance to arrest goes
Of
to
course,
that level.
of course. But if somebody doesn't agree, I mean, you
But
realize.
any attack on you would be punishable by death if it rose to the level where you had to defend yourself.
Well, yeah, but that would be an attack on me.
I assume
Uh-huh.
that you carry. I'm not going to ask you questions about what you carry. It doesn't matter. But I assume you do. And I assume you carry, 1, because it's your right to, and 2, because it's for personal protection, right?
Right.
Are those good assumptions on my part?
I mean, it's, yeah.
Okay. So if somebody were to attack you to the degree that you thought your life was in danger, would you use your weapon to defend yourself?
Well, yeah, if I were attacked.
Okay,
But
so,
I wouldn't go attack
hang on,
people.
hang on,
I wouldn't go
hang
attack
on.
people.
If law enforcement, for whatever reason, child porn, we just talked about it,
Okay.
go to arrest someone, and he decides to fight to the degree that it puts that officer's life in danger.
I don't know if I consider that a victimless crime. A victimless crime
I didn't
is...
say it was. I
Okay,
just used
okay.
it as a for instance. But the point I'm making is if I go to arrest the guy for child porn, and he decides he doesn't want to go to jail and he's going to fight, his degree of fighting, let's say, when he turns on me and shoves me off, he grabs a butcher knife and he tries to take a stab. If I shoot him, I'm protecting myself.
Yeah.
Am I not?
Yeah, I'd say it's justified.
So I didn't kill him to arrest him. I killed him because his resistance rose to the level that he put me in at that kind of danger.
Right. But when you realize that the same amount of force can be used over a taillight as over child porn or a rapist or a murderer.
Only in response to their resistance.
Right. So you guys have kind of gotten away with, well, you guys, I say, it's really the people that you work for, have gotten away with generating revenue out of people because nobody resists. But think about this. Someday people are going to start resisting all these arbitrary rules. We've got more rules than under Stalin, okay? We have a larger prison population than any other nation in the world. At some point, the people are going to defend themselves against the force that you are initiating against them. Now, who's right and who's wrong in that situation? Because the master told you to pull the guy over for the taillight, right? He told you to write the ticket to get the money, but the guy in the car feels like he's the one being attacked. Like he's the victim and you're the aggressor. So who's right and who's wrong?
Let me draw sort of a comparison to that. Somebody just said signaling while you turn.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say somebody doesn't signal while they turn.
Right.
The other person doesn't notice that they're turning because of the signal. There's a wreck and somebody dies.
Right.
Whose fault is that?
Then there's a victim.
There's a victim.
And so the person who didn't signal is actually at fault for a crime.
Good, but we wouldn't have a crime if the failure to signal wasn't on the books.
So,
How often have the people got a referendum on laws?
Thanks, Peter Young. So police, when they're in a chase...
well, Chase, Chase is a whole different...
Right, I get that, but you guys are still accountable. If you go through a red light with your lights and sirens on, and you cause a wreck, you're at fault, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
there's the whole issue of due regard.
But
Again, going back to case law.
But you didn't actually do anything wrong until you hit somebody. Going through the red light wasn't the crime.
We did if we didn't show due regard going through the red light. We're required to slow down, check the intersection, make sure we're not blowing through it. If we race through it and cause a wreck, we did something wrong. Right,
but not until you have caused a wreck, right? So why is it that citizens...
not necessarily. You still, if you don't show due regard, you don't show due regard. Just because the accident doesn't happen doesn't mean you didn't show due regard.
Okay.
And most agencies, especially nowadays with the restrictions on pursuits, will look at that and they'll try to fix it.
Don't get me wrong, I wish everyone would obey the rules of the road, but I strongly believe that there is no actual crime committed until you do cause an accident. I wish everyone would obey the rules so there wouldn't be accidents.
How would you change the law so that it's only a crime if you cause an accident?
It's as simple as that. It's only a crime if you cause an accident. Now, as far as speed limits...
What's the preventative maintenance then for stopping it prior to the accident being caused?
You know, there's a lot of things in my home that the government doesn't control. They don't, whoops, oh, that almost powered off.
That's because in Texas, or I mean in Georgia, I almost said Georgia because I used to work there. In the United States, basically home is king, property. Right.
I mean, but there's a whole bunch of things that I do simply because I don't want to kill myself or damage property, right? I will stop at a red light because I don't want to kill myself or damage property or damage other people's property or kill other people. That's what keeps most people from breaking rules, basic rules of logic and reason.
Why do we have such a problem with driving while intoxicated?
Because there's so many rules. The reason people...
It's a pretty easy
you're right. People are so enslaved now, they don't even know how to think for themselves anymore. Nobody asks what's right anymore. They ask what's legal. They don't ask what's right or wrong.
I don't know if that's true.
You should see the sheep that I deal with, specifically right here in Rockwell. They are the biggest morons I have ever dealt with.
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say about
it's not.
The city.
It's not. And it's not the whole city. There's a handful of them that are. But the majority, they don't have a clue. They
What
asked,
about the texting and driving problem? That's a fairly new thing because
Right.
of new technology.
right?
You'd think people would know taking their eyes off the road to look down at their phone would be dangerous, but they do it anyway.
Yeah, and cops
Good
do it
drivers-
too.
Yes, we do.
But we don't preemptively come and steal your money because you're looking down at your computer while you're driving. We had one
But we do
recently in
get- we do
Arizona
get
where a
trouble
cop.
with our-
What's that?
We get in trouble with our staff.
Yeah, but that's internal. See, the first
So
incident.
but
The first incident
What
that I
other
had with
measure would you
Rockwall
have?
County Sheriff was I caught one of them doing about 100 miles an hour down I-30 right here. I chased him. I followed him. And I called 911 and I said, I got a reckless driver on the freeway here. He's weaving in and out of traffic. He's doing about 90 to 100 miles an hour. They said, well, stop pursuing him. The dispatchers started trying to give me orders. And I said, listen, bitch, shut up and get me somebody out here. Somebody stole this police car because a cop would never drive like this. So anyways, I ended up, he got away from me. I ended up going to meet with his supervisor. His supervisor said, oh, well, you know what? He was on his way to a call. I said, okay, cool. So I went and did open records requests in Rockwall, Rowlett, and Dallas County because he crossed over the bridge into Dallas County. Did open records requests for all the calls in the area within about a 45 minute to an hour time frame. There were no calls. His supervisor lied to me. So then I go back to his supervisor and he goes, oh, well, I guess I was just mistaken. And I said, okay, well, if I were speeding on the freeway, I would not just get reprimanded at work. Say I work for Domino's. I don't just get a write-up at Domino's. I get a ticket from the police department, and I get to pay money to them. I said, so is he getting a ticket?
I'm
No.
gonna answer that question
He said,
for you.
no, he's not. That's not how
No,
we
I'm
do
not
things
answering that.
because there's a different standard. There's different rules for you than there is for us. Now, I actually agree with the rules that there are for you. He didn't harm anybody. He didn't hurt anybody. He never hit anybody. Nobody got hurt. I don't think he owes anybody any money. The problem is the double standard, right?
Oh, I could see if there's a double standard, yes. But no, I was a part of that incident, so I don't know.
You know as well as I do, though, cops don't get tickets for speeding.
No.
It's very
Generally
rare.
speaking, you're
And in
right.
the one incident that it did happen, it was in Florida. Female officer pulled over another officer who was doing about 100 miles an hour, actually arrested him.
I saw the video.
Death threats, you know, over a dozen cops around the country looking her up and stalking her. You know, that's what happens when a cop is held equally accountable to the law.
But in some ways, and I have to go soon. But in some ways,
Cool. I appreciate you spending as much time as you
in
have.
many ways, officers are even more accountable than some folks. Because
Not to the
I'm
law.
not talking about your driving behavior and stuff like that. I'm not going to argue that. But our private behavior is very strictly governed. What we can do and say on Facebook, what we can do and say anywhere is very strictly governed, much more than your average citizen.
Yeah.
Because we are held to a higher standard of public face, so to speak.
Yeah.
That those things can get us in trouble, can have us losing our jobs and things like that. Even things that are fairly innocent that just look bad can come back on the officer, right?
Yeah.
So we have to be a lot more careful than someone who's not a police officer. And I think we should be. We should be held to that standard.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
See, I wish we were all held to the same standard. Every last human being. That is the way it should be. If all men are created equal, at what point did some men become more or less equal than others?
Well, I don't think it's more or less equal. I think it's a matter of filling whatever role you have.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor.
Well, that would be a personal thing, though.
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that, legally speaking, I can't do that a doctor can because the doctor has the expertise to do them.
Uh-huh.
If I were to grab a scalpel and cut somebody open, I'm going to jail. The doctor is not. I would argue the same thing for any technical or any skilled field, whatever that skill is.
Oh, it's not going to read out Ishmael Rincon. I guess cops are sovereign citizens, he said.
How so?
Not accountable to the laws of the land. They're not
We
accountable.
are accountable.
Well,
In fact, we're accountable to an awful lot of rules that your average citizen is not accountable to.
we're not really seeing that. From our perspective, from the people's perspective, we're not seeing that. Those of us who are really looking, the whole reason I started doing this was a small handful of incidents, and one of them was that one with Rockwall County Sheriff, when I realized that there is a double standard.
I don't know how to argue that one with you.
There is
so
no
I'm
way
not
to
gonna
argue,
try to argue.
and that's just one incident of, now that I've spent all this time, of thousands of incidents that there they are.
And I really do have to.
All right,
I think that's
appreciate
a
it.
good breaking point. But you know, I mean,
All right, I'm James.
Mike.
Thanks for talking to you.
Sure.
Talking to me, Mike.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
You too. Have a good evening.
Whoops. All right.
Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one, man. He's a negotiator. Think you negotiated that one good? Get the tripod put back together. Oh! It went limp. Oh no. Oh no, it's limp. All right. Oh, now the phone went limp. What's up, David?
All right.
Wow, we were chatting for a while there, weren't we?
I didn't really need to. They were cool. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wanted to have this.
I mean, the worst Rockwall police have ever done is when they threatened me when I was holding my child. You know.
Like the movies.
Yeah. I really do think that that guy is a really decent guy too. And it's just we got it into our heads that we're allowed to do violent things to people for arbitrary reasons, and can't seem to get that out of people's heads. Dude was practicing on you, James? Yeah. Love the interview in front of the pig barbecue spot. Yeah, unmarked
That
at
might be
least.
just that same sergeant.
Oh, is it?
Wallace and what's the other guy's name? Yeah.
All right, we got to put your guys' face back in the dashboard. Wherever you want. You gonna cruise for a while still? I don't care whatever you want to do.
We'll just take a peek.
Cool. Yeah, I see one right there. I just drove by. I like his ongoing comment. Telling you what you want to hear, said Ben Edmondson. No, he really wasn't telling me what I want to hear, though. He really wasn't. He was telling me what he truly believes. That he thinks that pulling people over and giving them tickets for doing things that I would even agree are potentially dangerous solves the problem. I just respectfully disagree with that. Not only that, but I believe that it is extremely morally wrong to take money from somebody who hasn't harmed you. There he goes. See it? If you've got the balls. Oh, sugar. Yeah, buddy. Gotti! It's fresh too. Fresh. Oh, dude. Why are you making me run? You can park right next to him. I don't care if he sees the vehicle. Yeah, just park right there, man. They already know my vehicles.
Freeman?
What's up?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going, man.
Good. Glad.
I reviewed that video.
Huh?
I'll talk to you when you're done. This little piggy.
Here you go, mister. Go ahead and get that headlight taken care of, okay? Alright, you drive safely. Hey, you lied to me the other day. You told me you were going to tag Rockwall on that video, and you did.
Yeah, I never got around to it.
Okay, alright.
I usually edit my live streams later and then re-upload them as an edited version.
Okay.
But yeah, I did. I'm glad I didn't chat with you then because I figured out that you were one of the bad guys. So.
Oh, how? How's
Yeah.
that?
What's your name again?
Sergeant Williamson.
Sergeant Williamson.
How am I one of the bad
Here,
guys?
let me get out of the street here.
Alright.
I don't want you to get hit.
I'm sorry, yeah, you're free to go. How am I one of the bad
When
guys?
he started going across the street to try to get the officer's name, see, I told you I had just come up, so I didn't really know who was who and what was what and who was giving what commands and orders.
Yeah.
He was going across the street to get the asshole sheriff's name, and you were trying to prevent him from crossing the street. You
No,
know.
I was trying to get him to get out of the street.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, you know that type of attitude that you're in charge and that you can arbitrarily control people and tell them where they can and can't be and where they can and can't walk. Okay. You know, that's one of the things that we definitely need to break. Okay. So, I mean, you know, it was your
So
first...
everybody should follow the laws, okay, right?
What's that?
We make an agreement. Everybody should follow the laws?
Well, I follow more laws than most of the people out here, so...
Okay, no, but I'm just asking. Are we in agreement that everybody should follow laws?
All the laws?
All the laws.
Impossible.
How's that?
The United States has more laws than Russia did under Stalin.
Okay.
Then, yeah, that's impossible. We also have a larger prison population than... And I mean, it's impossible to follow all the laws.
Okay.
Yeah, we do our best, but there's too many bureaucrats and politicians to follow all the laws, even if we try.
I'll give you that.
Jesus Christ didn't follow all the laws. That's why he ended up on a cross, right?
So I'm one of the bad guys?
You know, we'll work on you. It was your first time being on camera, right?
No, actually it's not.
Wasn't? Okay.
No. But I was bad because I didn't want him getting in the roadway?
Yeah, that's not for you. That's not your concern.
What, for him being in the roadway?
At the crosswalk where a crosswalk would be.
But you stopped in the middle of the roadway.
Because you blocked his way.
I did not. If you look at the video, I'm here, and he's right in front of me, and he can clearly walk to the other side of the roadway.
And there's a whole bunch of cops surrounding him. I felt bullied. I felt like he was bullied.
Well, really, the only people that seemed to be out of control were y'all. Y'all were screaming at everybody, screaming at the guy, and the guy in the Mercedes. He was out of control.
Yeah, was he drunk?
We had to yell at, I don't know. We did not stop him.
What was his name? One of the cops knew him by name.
I don't know who that guy is.
Does he always get drunk and go out and start fights for cops?
Well, since I don't know who he is, I can't answer that question.
Okay. Which one of your guys does know who he is? Because one of them called him by name.
It was Deputy Stefankowitz.
Deputy Stefankowitz knows who he is? Is it his dad?
No, it's not his dad.
Does he pay him to come out and start fights, or did he just do that on his own?
I'm assuming he just did it on his own.
But Stefankowitz may have paid him to come out and try to start a fight, though.
How are we supposed to know that y'all were there? So how are we supposed to pay the guy to come out and start a fight with you if we don't know y'all are going to be there to begin with?
Well, you managed to get 3 or 4 other units there once he was there. One of them passed me going code 3 on the other side of the bridge.
Right.
Hauling ass.
but we're gonna pay some guy just to randomly be out and about so that if y'all come, that he can come and
Hey, I'm
start
just
fights with
asking.
y'all?
I'm just asking.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's a pretty, you know, that's
pretty-
bordering defamation. That you're telling people that my deputy's paying
No,
somebody.
no. I asked
to come
if they
start
were.
fights.
So you're pretty defensive about it. Does that mean that, is that a yes or a no?
I don't know. I told you I don't know the guy.
Yeah, you're pretty defensive about it.
Well, I mean, you're doing defamation against my deputy. You're saying
Hey,
you're making an allegation that you paid somebody because your question is more of a statement and not a question.
Are you using any drugs?
No, sir.
No?
I take my allergy medication every day.
Is that all?
That's all I take.
You're not intoxicated or under the influence of anything while you're on the clock?
No, sir. I don't even drink off the clock.
You got any illegal drugs on you at the moment?
No, sir.
Are you lying to me?
Why would I lie to you?
Why would you lie to me?
Yeah.
I've seen folks like you lie left and right.
But you don't know me.
I've seen folks wearing that costume lie on the stand. I've seen folks like you perjure themselves again and again and again.
But you don't know
So
me,
you're asking me, why would you lie to me?
Okay.
You're wearing the same costume as a gang of 900,000 people nationwide that are lying, perjuring themselves on the stand, busting into homes. And so the question is, are you on any illegal drugs at this time?
No. And
Do you have any illegal drugs on you?
No, sir.
Is there any illegal drugs in your vehicle?
No, sir.
Can we search?
No, sir.
Why not?
Because I have an MDT that has personal data on it, and it's open right now, and you are not authorized to view other people's data, so you are not allowed to be in my vehicle.
I'll be happy to close the computer.
No,
So it has nothing to do with the computer. What do you...
no. I mean, I'll let you see in the trunk and everything, but
And all your pockets?
You're not going to get in the front of my vehicle.
And
where the
all of your
computer is.
pockets.
All
We
my
want to see
pockets?
everything you've got on you. We want your pockets turned inside out. Because I don't believe for 1 second you don't have any illegal narcotics on you.
Well, I can't really turn these pants pockets inside out because they are sewed in, but I mean, I got my knives and I've got, I mean, there ain't nothing in this pocket.
Why are you carrying so many weapons?
I used this earlier to cut one of the zip ties that I had the panel on my car underneath come off because of the water, and I had to cut a zip tie. I've used it to cut seat belts before.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Well, it's a knife, yeah. It can be used as a weapon. It can be used as a tool as well.
I tried to take one into the courthouse over there and they wouldn't let me take it in there.
Right, because it's a secure facility.
Why are you carrying one around?
Because you can carry one out here.
All right. You don't have any drugs on you. Those top pockets?
No, sir. What top pockets? Let me wear my pad.
Have you ever used any drugs?
No, sir.
None? Never?
Never.
Never used any illegal drugs? Not even marijuana?
No, sir. I don't even like to smoke. Never smoked a cigarette in my life. Never did marijuana.
All right. Well, can we get this deputy over here to help us turn your car inside out and make sure that you don't have anything illegal on you?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Why is that? What do you have to hide?
You don't have any reasonable suspicion I have anything.
I don't.
Just like I have to have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to go in your vehicle.
Well, absolutely, but
you asked my consent. I said no.
Okay.
So, same thing that you can do on the side of the road is you can consent to a search or you cannot consent to a search.
I'm just curious why you don't want to consent, what it is that you've got to hide.
I don't have anything to hide other than people's personal data on the computer inside my car.
All right. People's personal data?
Are you on drugs?
By personal data, do you mean like data for people that you would call out to come and start fights with people because they have cameras pointed at you? Is that what you mean by personal data?
Again, that's kind of a statement, not a question.
That's a question.
Okay.
Is that what you mean, yes or no?
No, sir. I'm talking about the DL returns, the license plate returns, the insurance database, and all that information.
All right. So we're not talking about people that you would call to come and try to start fights and harass us.
No, sir. I have nobody I would call to come and start fights and harass you.
Gotcha.
I can handle my own stuff if I need to.
Yeah.
And right now, we're just having a conversation.
All right. So you're not going to let us search the vehicle, though?
No, sir.
All right.
I mean, you can come up to the sheriff's department and you can ask my captain if you can go through all our vehicles if you want to, and do an open records request and see if you can go through all the vehicles with the computer shut off. But
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
It's kind of funny. Rockwall County Sheriff has been a little funny about open records requests recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do open records requests, so I couldn't answer any questions.
All I can say, man, is it seems as if the whole department is scared to death of transparency. You don't want me searching your vehicle. You don't want me knowing what you've got on you.
I just showed you what I got on you.
Yeah.
Got on me.
I haven't. That was if you searched me, if you thought I had drugs on me and you searched me, it wouldn't be just me pulling out one of my pockets.
Well,
you want to put your hands up? You want to put your hands up against the wall and we can check you out?
No, sir. I'm not going to put myself in a position that you can gain access to any of my weapons.
Why?
Because that's a safety hazard to me.
Well,
But I'm
it's a
showing you
safety
it's
hazard to
weapon.
me when to people when you do it to them.
Huh?
It's a safety hazard to other people when you do it to them.
No. Again, I either have to have consent or probable cause.
Well, can we do a Terry pat on you then?
No, sir.
All right.
What requires a Terry pat? Two
consent.
options.
If
No,
you
that's-
consent to it,
No, because consent is not a Terry pat.
I can do anything you consent to me doing.
Right, but that's not.
If
a
you
Terry
consent to me putting my thumb up your butthole, I can do that.
pat. Right, and I'll
Okay.
agree with that. But a consensual is not a Terry pat. So you're not even aware of what the law actually is. Because a Terry pat is something, regardless of whether you consent or not, it's a frisk for weapons. And there's two elements that you have to have in order to Terry frisk somebody. You know what they are?
Nope.
You have to believe that they're armed, and you have to believe they're dangerous. Just because somebody's armed does not make them dangerous. They have a CHL or a license to carry or something like that. They're being cool. That doesn't make them dangerous, so that doesn't necessarily mean you can Terry frisk them.
Right.
And again, a Terry frisk does not have anything to do with consent. If you say you consent to anything, then that's consensual, and I don't need to do a Terry frisk. I can consent to you. Also, I looked up the other day, you know that Bain law that people were talking about? I can't remember which one it was on yours. The Bain law, I was not aware of the Bain law, so I looked it up. It's California Civil Code. It does not have anything to do with the state of Texas.
What's Bain law? What is that
You
about?
can't prohibit or inhibit the citizen's right to
Oh.
actively record.
Right,
as
right.
a public
That's
servant
California
duty
Civil Code.
in their course of
And
business.
we don't have that law in Texas, but you can record. The Supreme Court said you record, stuff like that. So whoever complained about the Bain law, you know, I like to educate myself. I had never heard of it before, so I looked it up, and that's California Civil Code. It doesn't fall anywhere in the state of Texas, so
All right.
we don't have to abide by any Bain law.
But out of respect from one man to another, I mean, it's just, why would you do that?
We're not gonna achieve that with Rockwell
I would not
anytime
do that
soon.
to you as an individual walking down the street, come up to you and try my lighting device. That would be, you ask 99% of the people out there, that'd be an initiation of unsharp privacy. So they did that to you. Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
Here you go. You want to check it out? Go ahead.
I'm not going to
Shine it in his face and see if it's an initiation of a fight.
But
shine your light in my face. I don't really care.
Go for it, man.
I have nothing
See,
to hide.
He's
You want transparency? I have nothing to hide.
no, it's not about transparency. It's about the fact that it's just plain fucking rude, and that's why he doesn't even want to do it.
Well, so is that kind of language.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's why he doesn't even want to do it. Because, I mean, a normal human being wouldn't do that to another human being, so it's extremely uncomfortable for him to do it.
Well, he's standing in the dark over there, and I'll give it the fact that you know, you shine it on it, see
saw
something.
me.
But the problem is I don't know what he's doing. I don't know all of you guys.
Yeah.
And somebody can come out here with their camera phone and all that.
We don't know all of you.
5:30 on Kodak. With some intent to do some harm toward an officer,
yeah, but like
and we think that it's y'all.
There it is. Get him, dude.
I will. Hold on.
You're gonna get him?
Yeah. I might have to go over there.
We're gonna cheer you on because I'm doing a different video now. I'm on your side for this video, okay? I'm flipping the script. Seriously, I'm on your side for this one.
Okay.
I'm playing an act.
And you know why we
Double
stopped
white
for
line.
that,
Oh
right?
yeah, I know why.
You know how many accidents?
Oh yeah. It's totally unsafe what he did.
All right. Well, when they
No,
come
I'm
back-
against stealing his money, but I'm playing your side for
Okay,
now.
When they come back out, I'll go stop them.
Okay.
But, I forgot where we were at.
Yeah, that causes a lot of accidents. It's really dangerous. It also backs up traffic around the loop.
It is.
And
but
these
that bugs me
Rockwall
more than anything.
and these Rockwallians,
Uh-huh.
they just really are. You know, I put up a video trying to do police transparency, and they hate it.
Okay.
So you know what? We're gonna cheer you on.
All right.
We're gonna cheer you on. We're gonna ask you to take money from him.
Well, I don't take money from everybody. Some
Well-
people, it's an tickets to me are an education thing. That's what I learned in the academy. If I think that I can educate you by having a conversation, then maybe I don't need a citation.
Yeah.
And our sheriff is not a real big citation person.
He is a real big civil asset forfeiture person, though,
I'll see that. Yeah, he is a big civil officer.
which
But that's not
is
what we're
far
talking
worse
about.
than any
We're
citation
not
ever
talking about
was.
that. But he's not real big on citations as long
Oh.
as you get your point across. Did you run out of battery?
Yeah, I got to plug into my backup.
Oh man.
No, I'm staying live.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't want your camera to die.
We're doing this.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back in my car. I'm gonna wait for them to come out.
You're
and
gonna pull
then
them
I'm
up.
gonna talk to them.
You're
Okay?
gonna get them in this parking lot, or
I'm gonna try.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna come this way or go that way. I don't know. It's
All
up
right.
to them. All right, y'all have a good
We're
night.
gonna cheer you on.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. So we're gonna do the I gotta plug in the live view. Sorry guys. I know, my live streams are lame. I'm just back up right now.
Dude, that dude was pissed. He was angry.
Which one? This dude?
Yeah.
Just now? Yeah? You're saying that in an accusatory manner. Better fucking believe I am. Just like police do. Ain't nothing to... You can say that that's what you think it is, but... Oh, come on.
I didn't get to ask him about the undercover white car. Just lined up another freeway on the IC side.
Yeah, he needs a lot more training. We'll give it to him though. I'll be out here to train the crap out of him.
Alright, what are you guys saying?
Alright, got the live view plugged into the backup battery.
Yeah, James wanted to finger that dude.
I wanted to put my thumb in his butthole, but we didn't get to the part of whether he was consenting to that or not.
James showed me the rubber gloves in the back of his
We established that I could do it if I had his consent, but we never got to the part where I got his consent.
Yeah, I never looked at the Bain law. But regardless of the Bain law,
Did you say something about it last time?
it's in my comments.
Oh, okay.
But regardless, man, it is disrespectful. If you do that to anybody, you know, more than a few seconds. We've already talked about it, dude. It's a mute point. More than a few seconds, it's just plain disrespectful. You would never do that as one man to another.
All right, here he goes. We're gonna have to end up getting in the vehicle though to follow him. He's gonna pull this guy over for...
Yeah. Loving it. Got him! Got him! It is really unsafe.
So yeah, what he did is he crossed a double solid white line. Here we go.
It really is unsafe. And unnecessary. Guess what? I'm taking over my insurance.
Nice job, James. Keep it up.
Hey, thanks.
That may be a permanent mistake.
Give me a second to steady it. Alright, sorry guys. Here we go. Tripod up. Sorry about that. I gotta figure out a way to get this tripod up without making the camera go crazy. Can we search you? Thanks, Joel P. Sorry. Justin Pulliam. Stop with the 10-foot BS. Hey ma'am, you back the blue? Yeah? Huh? Family members that are police? How come you're out here breaking the law tonight then? You laugh, but he should be out catching terrorists, you know, or taking care of other crimes, but you're out here breaking the law.
I didn't see the sign.
Yeah.
I live out here.
You've been making excuses your whole life? Yeah, I mean, the world is full of terrorism, and you're out here taking this kind man's time breaking the law. Yeah, what you did is a misdemeanor.
I don't know what that means.
It means it's a crime. It means that from this day forth, you're a criminal. What do you think about that? marked for life. You know what I mean? I just wish we could get people to quit breaking the law. If they really back the blue, you know what I mean, then I think we'd quit doing this silly stuff. Just obey. Dang, shaming the shit out of her. I back the blue, but I break laws all day. Like, to everybody watching, what kind of sense does that make? In what world does that make sense? I back the blue, but I walk around breaking laws all day. This officer out here putting his life on the line, sacrificing for us, and we got people who claim to support the police just out running amok, doing whatever the hell they feel like, whenever the hell they feel like. Here comes the kind officer. Deputy, I mean.
I was able to confirm that mistake. But you may want to carry a paper copy in case our paper goes down or something. You couldn't confirm it.
Blah, 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 blah. Just making sure you guys don't see that. If there's any lip readers out there.
He actually expired. He got the one from 2 years ago. It's from a, he had one in 2019. Correct that. And then I'm going to give you one. Basically, you get one citation for your registration being expired. You get two more. One citation for while on violation, and then one for your you need to contact the court and let them know where that address in 30 days. All right? Your driver's license. You drive safely now. You're pretty good.
Well, I think we shamed her pretty good, guys. What do you think? That was so messed up. That was so messed up.
Oh, hey, I should have asked him. I should have told him that sheriff earlier didn't even have his headlights on when he drove away.
Oh, yeah? She's like, I got a ticket and I got publicly shamed. Dude, that was so jacked up. I almost feel bad, but, you know, just doing my job. Can't feel bad about just doing my job. You see another one?
He's flying around the corner.
Was it that same one? Same dude? You want to see if we can get him again? I'm shaming the next driver too.
Oh, he wants to go check out the place.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you, man, the body language and the Vietnamese.
Yeah, I know. That was why I got so. I matched his. What do you call it? I don't want to call it what it really is. Yeah, his energy. There you go.
You matched his energy.
Yep. That's why I got with the whole, you know, you need to turn your pockets inside out. Sitting here lying to me? Are you a sovereign citizen, son?
No, I just want Whataburger.
So I can't call people boy because that's racist. Can anybody give me any information on the word son? To me, equally as derogatory, you know, basically calling a grown man a child. Can I say that without being called racist? Is that is that something I can do, guys? No, that's somebody else. Oh yeah, that's him. Yeah. You want to drive or you want me to? Are we going to look for more? No, let's wrap it up, dude. Oh dang, it's 3 in the morning. Holy crap.
Alright guys, it's been fun and it's been real and it's been sort of real fun. But for reals in real life, I gotta bounce and go to bed.
I'm gonna stay live till I get home.
Unlike some of you all, I actually have to work. I don't get to play all day. But thanks for coming out, and we will talk to you later. Peace out.
All right, you can drive to wherever you're at, because then I can put all my stuff in the passenger seat after that.
I can just walk.
Where are you at? You can drive over there. I don't care. Either way, I'm not. It's already 3 in the morning. 2 minutes ain't gonna change much. Guys, that was messed up. That was messed up. I am going to hell for what I just did to that woman. That poor lady. Dude, did you hear what I was saying?
No, I was like too far away. I didn't want to.
Oh my God, dude, I was shaming her so bad. I asked her if she backs the blue. And she said yes. I'm gonna face you at the dashboard for a minute here, guys. When I start heading back to my place, I'll put you in the passenger seat. I asked her if she backed the blue. She said yes, and I was like, and why are you out here breaking the law?
That poor lady. But it is a dangerous shit thing right there.
Yeah,
Guess
it
what?
is.
I do pay for it. Everybody who does stupid stuff out here in this city and this part of Dallas.
Now, when these guys always talk about handing out tickets to solve problems, I talked to them about this like 6 months ago. Was that your wife?
Hello? Hey, what's up?
Here, we'll show you guys where we're at.
I don't have any of that junk. Yeah, I just, all I use is my phone. Yeah.
fine.
We'll be busy Saturday too. So if Saturday works for you. Tomorrow's Thursday. Alright, I'd go park underneath some of those shade trees right there around you. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, man. I will do. Alright, see you.
So what's Otto up to?
He is chilling.
He's what?
He is chilling.
Is he staying out in this area still?
Tonight he's not. I think tonight he's down in Dallas.
Staying in a car, a hotel, or what?
His car. Hotel.
Hmm? There he goes.
So he wasn't too concerned about the incident, but he was just concerned that you didn't label it.
Oh, yeah.
Story.
Dude, I can't believe it's 3 in the morning. I was on my way to bed 3 hours ago. Put you guys in the passenger seat and I'll get you upright in a couple of minutes. So that you can see where we're going. And we are wrapping it up. Of course, if I'm staying live though until I get home. Not safe till it's over. You let somebody else? All right, man. Oh, dude. There it goes.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Dust Pick. Alright, I gotta get the, what's going on there? Alright. Backup batteries plugged in. That was a pretty fun night. That poor lady, though. That was jacked up. That was so messed up. I'm gonna have to find her and pay her ticket for her. Because that was so messed up. I should have just waited for some grown man, you know, instead of doing it to her. Should have just waited for the next one. Poor lady. I freaking shamed her hard. That was not nice. Shame on you, Freeman. It's true, Smokey Bear. But, you know. What can you do? Maybe I'll find her and pay her ticket. See if I can find out when her court date is. Hey, sorry I was such an asshole. It was just a character I was playing for my video. I'm gonna pay your ticket. What was that? What was that ding? Something came through. Oh, it was a subscriber. No, donated through Super Chat. It says, hi. Thanks, Mortal Universe. For the 40, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what currency that is. Man, I am freaking tired. I am not falling asleep, but totally zoning out on this travel home. Not driving, I'm traveling. A fun one though. I'll definitely be pulling some videos out of this live stream, so when I upload it later, don't be like, this is a re-upload. That's what I do. I live stream it, and then I travel home, not drive home, then I travel home, and then I edit to cut it down, and then upload it. Guys don't get to see anymore. Putting you in timeout. You dang sovereign citizen, says David Boren. Hey, what's up? No see me. Hey, you should come out cop watching with me sometime, David Boren. Hey, everybody who's left here, please go subscribe to David Boren if you haven't already. He's right there in the chat, so you don't even need a link. You can just click his name and subscribe. There's 200 people in here. I don't know how many are subbed to him, but if none of you are subbed to him, and you all go subscribe to him right now, I know he'll be at 1,000 because he's that close. Oh, you're one of those guys. I'm in Texas right now. I'm home in Texas. Oh, here we go. We got an audio TTS thing coming through. Oh, wow! Oh my gosh, thank you HBO Matt. Holy crap, thanks for the $4, HBO Matt. It's very kind of you. That was a, that high-pitched noise was a text-to speech from HBO Matt. Everybody say thank you to HBO Matt for that. HBO Matt is also the one who provides the light, the flashlights that we're using. Thanks for that as well, HBO Matt. The flashlights that he provides for us to shine back at police officers are equally as annoying as that sound. Except for them, not for us. Oh, that reminds me too. Matt also got me a bunch of knives. Matt, I got to use those knives actually for the first time just a couple days ago. Holy smokes, man. Those are some awesome knives. Freaking incredible. All right. He gave me a mini stroke. That was me and HBO Matt. HBO Matt is the brain behind this operation. Is blood coming out of your ears normal? What kind are they? Gotta keep you awake. Thanks, Matt. How many lumens are the flashlights? I'm not sure. Oh, shoot. The one that, dang it. Here, I'm gonna remove this. Alright. Lots of lumens. There's a little lumens. And there's a lots of lumens. There. There's my headlights. There's my flashlight. There's my headlights. There's my flashlight. By far my favorite light. It's got this, let me see if I can. So it's got this charger too that plugs into, it's just a little USB charger that has this little magnet. And the little magnet, here's the flashlight. Just grabs onto the flashlight and charges it. So I just leave it there all the time so that it's in the vehicle when I'm out cop watching, and it's always charging. Turned red, so it's charging now. So it's always with the cop watch stuff in the vehicle, always charging. It's charging. David Bourne says, I didn't want to shine my light in that dude's face. Why would anyone want to, unless we are buddies out camping and messing around with each other? Wow, David, that took a really weird turn. Unless we are buddies out camping and messing around with each other. Jeez. You know, we've been buddies for a while, David, but man, I don't know if we're going to be able to hang out anymore. It took a real weird turn, dude. Camping and messing around with each other. Oh man. The big baby already tried to blind the little baby with it. Yeah, I heard, HBO Matt. And then Alicia's was in the bedroom, and she was playing with it. We've got the one that's inside of the house put up now. We actually treat it like a weapon. We literally treat the other flashlight that's in the house, the same one, we treat it like a weapon. We've got it to where we can get it. It's actually with the gun. It's actually with the gun that she uses. I want to mess around with flashlights. Says Cop Watch viewer. Brokeback Mountain, says Lord Ava. Don't take it in a gay way. Contain gay James. Contain gay James. Hey, thanks, Boosted LSS. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging. I'm going to bed this stream will end any second. I'm just super tired, but still sitting here just chatting with people, just cuz. Ever put a flashlight up your bum, says Bill Norwood? Not yet, but apparently me and David are going camping. We're going to be messing around with our buddies. I told that sheriff that I could stick my thumb up his butt with his permission. What's up, Bob Bobo? Brokeback audits, says Joe Black. He's like, no, you don't need consent for that. I was like, look, I can do anything that you consent to. If you consent to me putting my thumb up your butthole, I can do it. If David has gloves, run. Gary Whiteledge says, how much for the flashlight? I don't know, because HBO Matt hooked it up. Amazon delivered it directly to my house. Brokeback Deputy Sheriff. I have a halogen. Yeah, you know what, Bill Norwood? I have another light that HBO Matt sent me a long time ago. And I've never used it before on a cop watch because it just wasn't practical. I don't know if HBO Matt even remembers exactly what he sent me or not. Dang, HBO Matt's spending all kinds of money on me. Thanks, HBO Matt. 120 to 150 for that flashlight. But, yeah, I never had a way that I could use this other light that he sent me. At least not out on cop watches. Because it runs off of a AC plug. Runs off an AC plug. But now I've got an AC battery, and a battery with an AC plug in my pack. Safeword flashlight. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and take that massive, it's not even a flashlight, it's more of a floodlight type thing, and I'm going to take it next time. Used it once, I think. Not on a cop watch. I did put it in the car, Matt, and I plugged it into the power inverter to see if it would work off of the power inverter in the car, which it did. But we never ended up like pulling up on a cop watch where we brought the car up and plugged it in and shined the light on it, which we could have done tonight because we pulled right up to one of the cop watches, and we could have just pulled right up and dropped that massive light on him. Well, I didn't have it, but I think I'm going to throw it in the car. TX Sheepdog loves his lights, always rubs it in. Yeah, I've got 3 more of those small HBO matte lights. That's what we call them, HBO matte lights. That's what me and my wife call the flashlights that we have. Because we've got, I mean, we've always had flashlights, but HBO Matt has sent us a couple of, so he sent us these ones, but then there's also some little tiny keychain ones that are incredibly powerful, especially for how tiny they are. He sent me 5 to hand out. I've given out 2. I don't remember. I think I gave one to Otto and David, so I've got 3 more that I need to get handed out. Probably need to get one to Carolina Kelly, Crazy Carl. This is better than live PD. Honestly, I think it would be better if they would stop giving us such a hard time so that we could just walk up on their stop and film it. You know, we'll you guys know me, I'll edit the video to get the content that I want, to prove, to show whatever I want to show. Oh, I'll change his last name, that was funny. Have they ever caught a bad cop? So, what day is this? Is this third? Well, it's 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning on a Thursday. So I think we're going camping this weekend. So there's going to be a gap in videos coming from me, guys. I think we have a break and no games for the kids this weekend. And if we do, then we're probably going camping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So there won't be any activism videos. We might do a little bit of live streaming on the Random Crap channel with the family, but my biggest flashlight would break your bum, Bill. Yeah, HBO Matt brought his biggest flashlight. That thing was, holy smokes. And then he told me how much it cost, and I was like, dude, I would never. It's awesome, but I would never spend that kind of money on a flashlight that I'm going to take out cop watching. Because they confiscate everything. And yet I'm walking around with this live view, and my camera equipment just keeps getting more and more expensive. I think it was a C-cell mag light. The X9 says HBO Matt. Audit Bears. I haven't even decided for sure where we're going yet. Our favorite place to go is Arkansas. I mean, there's a whole bunch of places in Arkansas you can go, but our absolute favorite place is Devil's Den in Arkansas. Cops would want to take that light so fast. Yeah, 25,000 lumens. Yeah, it's LED, but it still gets hot, right? HBO Matt? It's LED and it still gets hot. Hot enough to start a fire, if I'm not mistaken. You can cook with it, Bill. LED lights are not known for getting hot. James to catch within camera equipment. Oh, Clash with Smokey Bear. Yeah, Clash with Smokey Bear has quite the camera. Did you ever get a tripod though? Smokey Bear, to carry that brick. Blue Ridge Parkway. You ever get near Fayetteville? Yeah, that's actually, I love that area. WOJC Ministries. Love Fayetteville area. What is it? Weddington Lake? Was actually the first place that I ever went camping in Arkansas. Drove my little car up there and took a tent. And I don't think that that's too far. I think that's pretty close to where Devil's Den is too. Is it like tasting freedom? Depends on the brightness of the LED. Yeah, LED will if it has a lot of juice running through it. Where is Rockwall, Texas? Near Dallas? Yeah, it's Rockwall. And yes, it is. It borders Dallas. Rockwall, there's the city of Rockwall, the county of Rockwall, which both border the county of Dallas. Been to Georgia? No, I haven't been to Georgia. Sarate. Night everyone, all this camping talk is making me thirsty. What kind of camera does he have? The Michael Malloy show? You'd have to ask him exactly what kind of camera he has, but it's huge. The strobe on the light James has is brutal. It is worse than the big light on Steady High. Dude, I can't remember how to do the strobe on the light. Push and hold, right? No? That's right. 3 clicks. You guys... on the light. Push and hold, right? No? 3 times click. That's right. 3 clicks. Alright. Yes. The camera is dying? No, it's not actually. I plugged everything into backup batteries. We could stream for another 6 hours if we wanted to, I think. That's a party. The camera is dying? Cousins live in West Fork. Ozark Hillbilly. Maybe I shouldn't ask you on the stream, but what state do you live in? Sleep stream? Says David Boren. I mean, you guys want to do a sleep stream? The weather's not bad. I can jump in the trailer. I can jump in the camper. Do a sleep stream. I've never done one of those before. closed everything. He's in Missouri, middle of Missouri. Right on. Oh, okay. Ozark Hillbilly. Let's see. I am probably going to be coming up that way. If you get my number from, probably get my number from Brian King. And I'll let you know when I'm going to be headed up that way. It's a couple of months, but Roger Henderson, are you just jumping on tonight? We did, Belly has lots of pain at the moment, says Ozark Hillbilly. Hillbilly, no, I didn't start recording until recently. Guys, if you haven't subbed to David Bourne yet, click his name right there and go sub to him. He's been going out with me forever. He just barely started turning the camera on, though. He's always been backup, though. He's always been like lurking in the background. Nobody even knew he was there. Nobody knew he was with me or anyone else that we were out with. So he started recording now. So go sub to him. Go sub to David Bourne. It'd be cool if black dudes could record like you without getting shot, says B. Brown Lee. Yeah. B. Brown Lee, it would. If you want to see some really, really good black activists, I mean, honestly, the black activists that are out filming, I feel like are... I've got the volume on. Whoops. Are at least a couple steps ahead of some of the other guys. You've got Batusai and you've got News Now South Carolina. A lot of people like Batusai, but News Now South Carolina, in my opinion, is friggin' awesome. And and they both have darker than Ghost skin. Yeah, News Now South Carolina is one of my personal favorites of all the activists out there right now. Yeah, there's Big Nick out there too. Big Nick does pretty good. You're right. I definitely think you're right that I do believe that that minorities are targeted more than white folks. I totally believe it. I actually have seen it happen in Rockwall. Most of the stuff that I had happen in Rockwall, that kind of, you know, one of the many things that led up to me seeing that something was wrong was actually not incidents that were happening with me, but friends and co-workers and other folks that were not as white as me that were dealing with some issues. And I didn't believe it back then, actually. They started telling me what was happening, and I started looking further into it, and I was like, what? Anyways, either way, the two sides very sharp. Either way, no matter who's targeted more or less, if you educate yourself enough, and yeah, I mean, look, News Now South Carolina is amazing. That guy he talks circles around them. It doesn't matter what color he is, because intellectually he body slams these people. He body slams them intellectually. So really nothing else matters. James, you're white, says Outlaw Ninja. Yeah, Outlaw Ninja, that's what my mother tells me. That's what she put on my ownership papers when she signed me over to the state when I was born. MQ says, and know the local law, although nobody really knows the law. There's too many laws for you to know. What is the worst apartment you have audited? Says Roki H. Oh man, that's you know, right as soon as you say that and I start thinking about it, instantly the one that comes to my mind is Bowie, Texas, with Officer Majors. Bowie, Texas, with Officer Majors. But I would really say that most apartments all around the country. I heard you were born a poor black kid, James. It says Ghost Rider. No, I was born a poor ginger kid. Yeah, I get people message me all the time and say, you know, oh, James, you got to come up here. The police here are the worst. And they've got their explanation for like, oh, it's like the good old boy system. Oh, you know, it's this, it's that, it's whatever. Leon Valley, says Bill Norwood. There you go. The truth is, I believe that they are all equally, completely corrupt. And it's just a matter of which ones we have caught on camera being corrupt and which ones we haven't caught yet. So that's what I have to say about that. As far as actually the ones that I've caught that are the worst, yeah, Leon Valley, and I don't know, it's just hard to say. They're all horrible. You want me being totally 100% honest though? I can tell you the best. I can tell you the best police department that I've ever dealt with. And that is Rowlett. We choose to ignore. I know a lot of people will say otherwise, though, and have had would say that Rowlett is horrible. And I have had my one incident with Rowlett was one of the many incidents that led me to where I'm at now. So I don't know if I have the best experiences with Rowlett because they know me so well now, or what it is, but truly, genuinely, the department that I have the least problems with, that give me open records when I ask for them, that don't bark arbitrary rules and commands at me when I'm cop watching them, is Rowlett. I had that cop watch earlier tonight. The first one of the night that I did tonight was in Rowlett. And that cop didn't say anything to me. I went up, I filmed his stop. He did his thing and he left. It's Rowlett. Rowlett has charged me with 2 felonies, by the way, too. They charged me with 1 bogus felony. Well, they were both bogus. One of them was deemed unconstitutional by multiple different jurisdictions in, or multiple different courts in Texas, but, you know, whatever. The other one, they charged me with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. They charged me with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for shooting somebody. But the grand jury no-billed it, which only happens about, if I'm not mistaken, about 2% of the time. Grand juries indict on almost everything, but they did not indict on my charge for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Very small police force, though. Yeah, it's under 100. B. Mercer. How about yours taking in your phaser camera? Camera was the deadly weapon. Yeah, people always say, well, I bet that if somebody tries to break into your home, you're going to call the cops. Is a weapon anything other than deadly? So that night we did call the cops, but we didn't call until 20 minutes later. So the newbies are freaking LOL. Yeah, we didn't call the cops until 20 minutes later, and it was because we were watching the security cameras and it looked like, anyways, I can tell that story another time. We actually called them for our neighbors and told them, don't come to our house, we've taken care of ourselves. But it looks like they're headed to the neighbor's house now. Got to meet my uncle. He's a piece of work, been a cop for 20 years, and a small town marshal for 10. Dude is a fuckball, pardon my French. LOL, works for Gibson County. You can probably look him up. When cops pull you over and ask if you have any weapons in the car, by law do you have to answer? B. Brown, I'm not an attorney, so I can't tell you that for sure. But I can tell you that most states, a lot of states, you have to buy permission to carry a firearm. They call it a license. And I don't know what terms and conditions you agree to when you take that license. Hey, what's up, David? You're back in here, dude? You need to go to sleep, David. Your comment got withheld, the hobby family. I just released it, though. It says, yep, that is bullshit. We don't call 911 here, says Roki. Yeah, we did. We did call 911. And it was, like I said, we watched the security cameras and saw that once they realized that it was a very, very bad idea to try to get into our house, we were watching the security cameras and it looked like a team of people that were also trying to get into the neighbor's house. And so we told them, don't come over here. We take care of ourselves and we don't want you anywhere near the property, but our sheeple neighbors might need your help. HBO Matt says some states require you to answer if you have a concealed carry. Yeah, that's what I thought, HBO Matt. I think if you buy permission to carry a firearm, you may have to tell your government when you're carrying that firearm. There's only 2 cops in Owensville. That's why I say Freeman, and you know my last name because we're friends on Facebook. I'm not sure who you are though, Outlaw Ninja. 2 cops in Owensville, that's why I say Freeman. And you know my last name because we're friends on Facebook. But I don't have the connection of who you are, anyways, yeah. I don't have the connection there. David knows a lot of the details about that incident that happened when the firearm was discharged too, though. And yeah, I'll pretty much do anything that I possibly can to prevent loss of life, even against somebody who's trying to attack me or my family. Do anything I can to prevent loss of life, and we did that night. Nobody was killed. Including preventing the loss of the life of my attacker. The cops came over and saw the surveillance video. At least one of them, my wife recorded that. At least one of them said, he's watching the video and he goes, oh my God, I can't believe the patience you exercised. I would have killed him already. And I said, yeah, I know you would have. That's why we didn't call you. It's not that I can't do it. Last case scenario, I can and will. It's just the last thing that I want to do. James, if you catch a guy bumming your goats, do you shoot him first, or the goat for being unfaithful? Oh, HBO Matt, yeah. I'll tell you what, man, there's going to be some domestic violence in my house if somebody gets caught with my goats. Shooting people is legally less messy, says Bob Bobo. Yeah, you're absolutely right. To me, though, more importantly, it's not something you want to do. Well, I mean, I guess I'm speaking for myself there. I think a lot of people do want to. But yeah, you're right. But the police never even arrested me. I never even had to bond out on that aggravated assault. They never arrested me, never brought me in, never had me bond out. And then the grand jury no-billed it and it was over. Morally and legally messy. Yeah, I'm more worried about the morally part, Bob Bobo. Everything is legally messy. Everything in this country is legally messy. You want to build a porch on the back of your house? Well, you better get the right permits or it could be legally messy. You let weeds get overgrown in your yard? It could get legally messy. David Bourne says, if you have hate in your heart and desire to do bad things like killing someone, you will find a way. It's true. Bill Norwood, I once kissed a girl and I liked it. David Bourne, I know a framer. David, I can't believe you're still awake. Oh, but you're going to start work at night, though, huh? You're working nights now. James, did Bao hear back from charging the federal marshal? I'm not sure. God help you if you have too many chickens. Is that Pat behind you? Says follow the law, damn it. Patrick! Get out of here. Get out of here, Patrick. Alright. Fine, Patrick. I'll let you one time. That's it. Alright, guys. Patrick wants to... It's not working anymore. Patrick wants to ask y'all for something. Any plans for DUI checkpoints? You know, I don't know. I think that more likely most of my so-called activism will probably move towards mostly just satire and making jokes of everything. I don't actually believe that a large portion of our society ever will wake up. James, how's the latest addition to the Ginger family? Latest edition is good and fat. I don't actually believe that we fix anything, and I don't actually believe that the majority of society ever steps up and educates themselves about what's going on around them and decides that it's not good for us to arbitrarily control each other and force each other to do stuff at gunpoint. Audit propane and propane accessories. So I think that, I mean, I guarantee that more people will still wake up, but just not on, I don't think that it will ever happen on the mass scale that some people think it will. And so I'd rather just do some fun satire stuff. No, you can't say no. People are brainwashed. Yeah, Bob Bobo, and the thing is, they want to be that way. You know, you can't free someone who doesn't want to be free. Look at all the bootlickers we run into when we are out. Research the 80-20 theory. I need to look that up too then, David. The 80-20 theory. James, your videos of asking cops questions they ask us are effing genius and absolute comedy. Yeah, but go All Eyes on Me. Go look at the one that I did recently that went viral. The script flip one that's got 250,000 views with that Collin County sheriff. Really cool, nice dude. But go and look at the comments on there. You know, folks who like me and you and I mean every one of my subscribers will see that, and some of my subscribers may see a deeper concept there, the concept that all men are created equal. And you know what it really means in real life, and how you know, you look at it and say, wow, it's totally awkward that you would talk to another human being like that, James. It's not right. And that's what all of these bootlickers are saying. They're realizing that what I did to that cop was not okay, and that you don't walk up to people and ask them a bunch of questions in an accusatory manner, try to search them. They all get that, but none of them are drawing the connection. They're all saying, but he's a police officer, so he can do that, and you're not, so you can't. Nobody, I shouldn't say nobody, but the majority will never draw that connection. Will never actually see all men as being equal. The majority just won't ever see that. They actually believe that there's certain human beings within our society that actually have the right to rule over other human beings arbitrarily. James, last one has a question. Last one. Okay, at Copwatch Viewers James, has a idiot called Nacho harassed you or others you may know of on YouTube or any other media? I would like to bring this to an end for myself and others. Last one, I don't even understand the question. I don't know a guy named Nacho. If there is a guy named Nacho, I probably have him blocked. I receive death threats on a regular basis. And both me and my wife are heavily armed and ready for anything. Are we invincible? No. If somebody wants to kill us, it's over. We'll be dead. If somebody really wants to hurt us, it's done. When bad guys really want to do bad stuff, they'll just do it. But no, I don't know this. I don't know this Nacho. Maybe on my blocked list. Nacho Libre? That's what I was thinking. Bill Norwood. Can't have a boot without a bootlicker. James, do your parents approve of what you do? No. Nope. They live in Arizona, so I asked them to come to my hearing for the Fort Huachuca thing, which I think is actually really going to happen next month on the 30th. Finally, it's been postponed a whole bunch of times. I heard he was harassing you as well. Thanks again. This is last one. Last one, I just don't pay attention to that stuff. You know, I instantly block people. You send me a threatening email, I don't respond to it and feed you. I just block you from ever emailing me again. Nacho's live stream. You send me threatening messages over Facebook, I just block you. You send threatening text messages, I just block you. So I just don't, you know, I don't respond to that stuff or feed them. You show up at my house, may God have mercy on your soul. Yeah, I was asking my parents to come to that case in Arizona, and they don't want to go. Come to the trial. So anyways. They thought you were going to become a furniture maker. Shut up. Stupid. Stupid. I don't do emails. Hell, I rarely get on here or Facebook, says Outlaw Ninja. Yeah, for anybody who's ever tried to get a hold of me, I'm very, very difficult to get a hold of in the first place. I don't respond to much of anything. Typically, if you're going to get me to respond to you, it's going to be in a chat like we are right now. Other than that, highly unlikely. I just, you know, I don't spend all of my time going and looking through all the emails. Thanks, by the way, I went to school in Sierra Vista. Can't wait till you kick their ass. The Army has been screwing with people there for years. This is the last one. Oh, it's mostly Army that lives there, right? Last one. The Army base literally drives the economy there. And the Border Patrol, and that's it. And the Border Patrol isn't really that much. Yeah, that's not a... I met some officers that are very decent to chat with, but I've talked with them on one day. I've talked with them a day after while they're with their buddies in blue and their ego is out of control. Yeah, constitutional rights. Yeah, they get with their gang, right? It's like kind of like a high school girl even, right? High school girl that acts, you know, mean girls. Acts nice, and then she gets around all of her snotty friends and she's got to prove something. She acts like a bitch then. Yep, you got to show up with bells on the salsa to see James. It's true, HBO Matt. It's true. David knows. Everybody who shows up to our house knows. I mean, there's cameras everywhere too, though, but... Clash with Smokey Bear. I'm out here legally throwing trash out the windows, called the newspaper. Yeah, you don't ever show up at our house unannounced and just come to the door. That's dangerous. Most cops are alcoholics. That is where canine units are bred for the Army and all military intel as well as MP school. So you picked a great spot. Yeah, last one. It's not really. I talked to quite a few people that worked there, and it's the intelligence hub basically for the Army, right? But once you realize that the Army has no intelligence, it's like, what the hell do you have to hide? Especially from the outside. You think I should tell the judge that? I went there looking for intelligence and I wasn't able to find any. Just don't go near the goats naked. I have a thin blue line flag sticker on my car window that I put upside down. Nice. Freelance Freddy says there are videos of court warrants for your emails from Google. Fake? Question mark? I don't understand the question, Freelance Freddy. Seems like a... I don't know if you're being facetious or what. I don't get it. Blessing Freeman says, I guess I'm the only one watching this from Africa. No comment, says Freelance Freddy. Nice, David, says Bill Norwood. I'm only 36 viewers away from 1,000. Everybody go sub to David Boren. Click his name right there in the chat. Go sub to him. He's 36 subs away from 1,000. That's a really, really stupid question, Freelance Freddy. Are you being facetious or are you being for real? Holy crap, that cracked me up. I was finishing what you said because they have no intelligence. I think he is talking about Leon going after your emails, says HBO Matt. Nah, I'm pretty sure... Freelance Freddy, where'd you see that video? Maybe if you tell me where you've seen that video, then I can confirm or deny. There are channels with people showing copies of warrants to Google for your emails. Okay, what channels, Freelance Freddy? Blessing Freeman said, David Boren when? Ice Cube's son? We Germans don't have freedom of speech, unfortunately, says Lex, undisclosed. MK Ultra Mind Control. I'll email the links to you, says Freelance Freddy. No, they're real, Freelance Freddy. They're real. I was just curious what you were trying to... Yeah, they're definitely real, Freelance Freddy. Warrants for my emails are definitely David, just subscribe to your channel. Blessing Freeman 2007. Whoops. Bunch of cops are prior military. Wow, what did you do? Oh, you guys really don't know about that? That's Leon Valley stuff. I'm sorry, I thought that's why I wasn't sure if he was just trolling or something, because that's actually very, very well-known public record. That's Leon Valley stuff, which that's all I've got to say about that. So didn't mean to be rude there, but I wasn't sure what you were trying to get at or what you were trying to do there, because it's public record and it's like a huge, huge deal, huge case. That will likely send some police to prison. Alright, well, sorry I was being rude to you then, Freelance Freddy. I thought you were one of somebody from anyways. Yeah, anything like that, Freelance Freddy, is public record. So there's no there's no hiding anything. So, you know, a lot of the stuff that we do when we're out cop watching, whoops, and last one says, James, there's 165 watching. Kick them in the butt to help David Boren get to 1,000 subs. Guys, go sub to David Boren before I fall asleep. I forgot what I was even talking about. I thought I was following the Leon Valley thing close. Well, Freelance Freddy, there's a bunch of us who won't be talking about it anymore for a while. So yeah, you'll have to get your information from public information, which, you know, I would certainly encourage people to do. Certainly encourage it, but there's a lot of us that won't be talking about it for a while. He's in the driveway. Yep. I am seriously going to just pass out right here. Follow law says we're sitting in a diesel truck waiting for the light to turn green. We're sitting behind a diesel truck, sorry, waiting for the light to turn green. Uh, 4:25 in the morning. Can you say when the next court date is for Leon Valley? Yeah, I can tell you that. Ghost Rider. For me, my next court date is May 7th. May 7th. In the 227th. No, it's somewhere else because it's a different type of hearing. It's May 7th at Bexar County. And there will actually be something happening at that hearing, so something will hopefully be accomplished on that day. A lot of times we show up for nothing at all. Most of the time, we show up for nothing at all. It's really not for nothing, though. We show up because if we don't, then they'll come and kill us. Or at the very least, pick us up and put us in a cage. They'll only kill us if we resist. Yeah, I really can't talk about it, but I believe that a lot of police will be going to prison. All eyes on me. It just everything is already starting to. Anyways. Freelance Freddy says, is it looking positive? Freelance, I'd love to chat with you about it, but you can chat with, there's a lot of people who do know a lot of details about what is going on through public records and whatnot, and you can chat about it with them. David Bourne, excellent question. I can do whatever I want, Bob Bobo. I can sit here and talk about it all day if I want. I can do whatever I want. yeah, if you guys follow it, it's very interesting. You won't be disappointed. And there's nothing that I can tell you that you can't get from public information anyways. So it's not, does that make sense? So it's not like, it's not like I would be able to tell you something anyways that you wouldn't be able to hear somewhere else. I'll tell you this, Tucson Police Suck just recently had his case dismissed. Tucson Police Suck was the one who was tased. And his was just dismissed. His criminal charges. Will there be video coverage allowed in Bexar County? Griff, you can find out where it's going to be at, and you can ask permission from the master, or the judge, I mean, to record in the courtroom if that's something that you want to do. I would love to have recordings, so you guys know that. You guys already know me. I want recordings of everything that happens in the courtroom. The last hearing that I was at, I thought was incredible. I would have loved to have a recording of that. I don't know if Bexar recorded it or not. But it was pretty awesome. Yeah, we're not Bob Bobo, we're not worried about it at all either. I'll tell you that. We're not worried about it at all. Not even in the slightest little bit. Not even a tiny bit worried about it. And I can't wait to tell you guys why I'm not talking about it. But not in the slightest worried about it. And the whole thing is very interesting. Very interesting. All of the evidence already exists. All of the evidence is already all the way out. All of the evidence is copied and backed up in many different locations, so it cannot be destroyed. And it's just a matter of time now. Yeah, all eyes on me. Yeah, by the time we break news on anything conclusive, one, it's going to be at least months. The first thing that came out was the first charges for Tuck were dismissed. But anything that's conclusive, which is going to take a long time still, it's going to take months. The whole thing being concluded is probably going to be years. But any kind of even milestones is still probably going to be months away. And when they do come, yes, we'll we're excited about everything that's going on, but anytime there's an actual milestone yet met, everyone's going to want to share it. All of us that are victims in the incidents. Yeah, Rebel Bull, I think that we may have some milestones met in months. I don't believe that the whole thing will end for years. I think minimum, I would say 2 years for a conclusion. But I think it'd be a lot more than that, really, though. James, is that a cop behind you? Where? Aw, you tricked me. Alright guys, I'm going to bed. That's it. I'm wrapping it up. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. That was an awesome, fun live stream. David, thanks for making me get up when I was literally getting in my bed. That was a good, fun night, man. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me, guys. If you ever want to get a hold of me, this is the only way, when I happen to chat. So, maybe I should just leave the live stream up though so that you guys can chat amongst each other. And I'll go to bed. Alright guys, we'll see y'all later.